Should start a GoFundMe so I can get a real tripod. This thing feels rickety. Yeah, yours is probably a little more reasonable, needed for other items, right?
I don't use it.
You don't use it for hunting?
That's what I bought for, but I never use it. If I can remember, I'll try to look at it and see if it's any better. That one looks nicer though. Yeah.
It's just this thing right here, like this bugs me. It bugs me that it wobbles.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, it's pretty sturdy. I don't know if I can.
Replace the tight it somewhere?
I don't know. I'll fidget with it another time. We're doing this on a 3 kids in travel budget, not a 1 kid in travel budget. All right. Tigers, Aeros, puck drop coming up shortly. We're going to get Deloach, Keithley, Plumhoff, Palmer, Brandon. Tell me if you've heard that line before. Boys are set, ready to roll. Puck's dropped. We're in. Brandon chases it down in his own zone. One hands it to Palmer into the end. Moves it up to Plumhoff here in front. It's a little pressure. Deloach comes in to help, but it's forced back into the Tiger zone. Palmer goes to Brandon. Deloach will move it through the neutral zone to Keithley. They'll step it into the Aero zone. They're forced wide. It's going to come up the boards, intercepted by the Aeros. They'll chip it past Brandon and try to get to it. Brandon angles his man off to the boards. It's going to score loose. Off to the side, Palmer watches that play from below the goal line, forced to the near corner. Aeros have possession. Jackson Barbary in net. And Keithley centers it, but he's able to, off the turnover, direct it to Deloach. Deloach into the zone. Plumhoff with him. Palmer in the middle. Out of the air. Oh, and Palmer gets contact, but can't find the open net. Good hand-eye there. But couldn't zero it into the empty net there. And the Aeros will flip it to center. Palmer has it at his blue line. Hands it out to Cottingham. He's out there for Brandon. And now Thandel forced to put it back into his own zone. And Cottingham can't get it out of the zone. Aeros pressure at the blue line, but it'll come just out of the zone. They'll have to regroup. Turnover. Tigers in. Shot. Score! See if I figured who that was. Tigers strike first. That's Boyce. Gets him on the board early here in the first. First official shot on goal. Face off. Quickly sent back into the Aero zone. Boyce looking to get more pressure going. Trujillo is out there. Thandel in front. Trujillo from behind the net. Up the boards to Cottingham. Cottingham can't hold the line, and it's offsides. Looks like we're getting that first line back out there. We've got Keithley, Deloach, Palmer, Brandon. Neutral zone face-off. Force the Aero zone. They'll hit it out, though. Brandon will go D to D to Palmer softly on edge and then give it back to Brandon. Brandon chased back deeper into the zone. Palmer can't connect with Plumhoff at the blue line. Comes to the Aero zone. And they'll dump it in the Tigers' end. Brandon. Barber leaves it back there for him. Plumhoff, touch pass to Deloach. Deloach with some speed. In the zone, just on sides. Keithley shot. That's blocked on the way there. Deloach has it. Tries to center, but just can't get it to Plumhoff. And it'll be Brandon at his own blue line. Deloach moves the Plumhoff into the Aeros zone. Back to Deloach. Deloach, forehand shot. Blocker save. Goes to the corner. Palmer on the back door trying to get that rebound. Loose just off the side. The Aeros are going to come away with it. Send it out. It's going to be a high stick by Palmer. No, I guess it wasn't. The refs wave it off. Palmer gets it, puts it back into the zone. Deloach near boards. Cuts to the middle. Top of the circle. Down low to Keithley. Trying to hold it. Figure out a lane. Goes up top to Brandon. Brandon. Shot. Kicked into the corner. Plumhoff battles there. Plumhoff pulls it out of the corner. Drive to the middle. Shot. Another blocker saved by the Aeros goaltender there. Palmer up top to Brandon. Holds the blue line. And Plumhoff. Shot. That's blocked. Oh, it finds a way. Plumhoff gets on the board. Thought that blocked, but it was just a deflection. 2-0 Tigers. This shift will get Michaels. I believe Crocker. And Grove. They're into the zone pretty strong here. Orth and Oblenis on the blue line. Orth has it now. That shot's wide, blocked in the slot, though. Orth gets a second chance. It's going to go to the other side. It ends up behind the net. Crocker. Grove trying to work it to the front. Arrows up the glass, but not out. Orth puts it on net. Rebound is deflected into the corner. Michaels from the far wall moves up to Oblenis at the blue line. Blue line shot by Oblenis is deflected. Crocker gets clipped there. Puck comes up to Orth, and he's got to chase it back to the neutral zone. Michaels turns it over. Arrows into the zone. Sorry. Turned over, but the Arrows still have it in front of the Tigers bench. It'll be Orth who intercepts that shot on goal. This will end up being an icing, I bet, as Orth was looking to catch Crocker, but it was just out of reach. So we get Sandal, Trujillo. Trujillo has it. Works it into the neutral zone. Onside, gets around. Shot! Blocker save. I think one more stick, actually. Ends up behind the net. Recovered. Tigers still pressuring. Caught him. Puts it down for Boyce in the corner. Behind the net. Trujillo. Now it's Boyce trying to connect with Trujillo. It's on his backhand. Aeros flip it. And Ruth able to keep it in. Plays a little body and gets a little shove back. Boyce in the corner. What is he fucking yelling? Sorry. What is that dude's deal? Another save by the Aeros netminder. Tigers got all the pressure right now, though. Aeros try to relieve. Good keep by Ruth on the blue line. Into the corner. Trujillo picks it up. Chips it around. Penalty coming. It's probably on Trujillo, just because it's the only thing I can imagine, even though it didn't really look like a penalty to me. Yeah, that's stupid. Tigers going to go shorthanded here with 8:54 to go in the first. Aeros hadn't had a shot on goal, so we'll probably call that some help coming. For the PK, we're going to get Deloach, Keithley, Brandon, and Palmer. Aeros win the draw. Puck comes up the blue line. Shot. Glove save and held by Barbieri. And he'll get the whistle. What's that? Nope. Wrong digit, bro. It's Braden. Yeah. Off the face-off. Palmer sends it behind. Brandon tries to get it to Keithley, who tries to get it out. Aeros holds it in. Top of the slot. Shot tipped wide. Brandon tries to reverse it, but the Aeros intercept in front. Another shot on goal, I think. Aeros getting some pressure and a good read there by Deloach. Short-handed bid. Keithley, Deloach, on sides, into the Aeros zone. Shot. Rebound. Deloach pulls it out and just can't finish it. Palmer keeps it in the zone. Ends up bouncing onto the side of the Aeros net. And the Aeros skate it into the Tiger zone. They'll put it behind Barbieri. Picked up by Brandon. Deloach can't get it out. Teamed up there with Plumhoff, who, despite the scoreboard, is not in the box. And is cleared. Aeros forced to regroup at neutral. Back into the zone, the Aeros come. Shorthand or on the power play. They got 47 seconds left. They look to set up here in the Tiger zone. Forced to stay up high. Shot from top of the circle. And Garza takes an awkward fall. Puck comes out to the high slot. Shot, save, and held by Barbieri. Get the whistle. 28 seconds left on the penalty to Trujillo for tripping. Dude is playing Offspring. Nobody plays the Offspring. That's awesome. Off to face off. It's going to be Plumhoff. Off near boards here. Chips it up. Garza unable to get it out. Still works to get it. And is able to move it to the neutral zone, forcing the Aeros to come on side and try again. Into the zone. Aeros shot. Glove save, and Barbieri holds on to that one too. Get another whistle. .11 seconds left. Trujillo breaks free. Tigers control the draw, throw it around the boards. Working to get it out, and they do. Michaels ends up losing it at center, and the Aeros put it back in. Aeros were able to get 4 shots on goal out of that power play. Orthan O'Blennis worked behind the net. Aeros up to the blue line. Top of the circle shot. Doesn't make it. Michaels chips it up. Grove is able to get it into the Aeros zone. We'll look to get set up here now. Grove with a strong physical battle along the boards. And Orth into his own zone, under pressure. Gets it to Michaels. Touch pass. Crocker into the Aeros zone. Near circle. Drags it, takes it behind the net. Still has it, waiting for some defensive help. Coming from Cottingham. Michaels now. Tigers working the cycle down low here. Chance for Crocker. Save goes into the corner. Up behind the Aeros net. Kept in. Good play there by Ruth. Crocker cuts to the middle. Doesn't get a strong shot off, but gets it towards the net. Michaels pulls it from the wall. Trying to work to a good shooting angle. Moves it to Crocker. Chance for Crocker. He goes wide behind the net. Comes up high. Ruth chips it back down low. Crocker takes it in the corner. It's going to come up to Ruth. Slap shot. That one had some mustard on it. Tipped in front. And the goalie comes up with a big save there with some traffic in front. It's off the offensive zone draw. Dandel, Trujillo. Dandel in front. Oh, shot scores. Not sure who got a hand on that. Tigers take a 3-0 lead. We'll see here.
Tigers.
Looks like Trujillo. He's skating first there. He's the only one that went did it. So Thandel, Grove. Now it's Brandon to Palmer. Back to Brandon. Defenseman playing past the puck, and it gets up to Trujillo into the zone. Centered, and Boyce just not able to stick on it. He gets taken down. There should be a call there, but puck is out of play. Not sure we're going to get many calls. The shot disparity here of 15-4 in favor of the Tigers. Face-off controlled by Aeros behind the net. They'll work it to the middle and skate it out of their zone. They'll leave it. Thandel pressures. He goes awkwardly into the boards. That didn't look good. He's up. Pushes the puck out of the zone. Trujillo has it just knocked off the stick, but try to keep it in deep. He's got pressure. Here comes to Deloach. Deloach shot. Goal. That one was a ripper. 4-0 Tigers.
Yeah, they're getting better. They're getting better. Arch Manning just got hurt.
Who?
Arch Manning.
Oh, no.
Back up forward in overtime. Back up forward by comes and throws a touchdown. They're up by a touchdown.
Off that last goal face-off, Aeros will skate it in. Palmer along the board. Centering pass is deflected. Aeros still have it, though. A cut to the middle. Forced wide by Brandon. And it'll be Deloach. He's going to skate it out of the zone. Plumhoff with him. On sides. Centering just behind Plumhoff. The defense makes a change. We've got Orth and Oblenis, who's got Ortho has it now. He gets it just knocked off his stick. He's got to chase back into the corner. Throws the shoulder. And Plumhoff moves it up to Deloach. Deloach to Plumhoff. Backhand pass. Keithley. Keithley. Shoot. Rebound. Loose in front. It's directed to the corner. And the Aeros are skated out. And then it's brought in offsides by Orth. We'll get a face-off in the neutral zone. You know what I hate that I've noticed? So I'm sitting here recording it. I'm like, I can't. Okay, now I can read it. I go back to watching the game. Damn it, I can't see. Okay, now I can see it.
Welcome to older.
Yeah, the mid-40s, as my eye doctor told me. Tigers, puck in the zone. Michaels from behind the net, nobody in the middle, comes all the way out to the blue line. Cottingham shot. That's wide kick save, though, by the goaltender. And Ruth with a big shot that misses just wide. Cottingham doesn't get all of that one. The Aeros can't get it out as Cottingham keeps it in. Garza helps along the boards with Ruth. Grove. Got an Aeros player who's trying to battle it out over there. And the Aeros chip it out to center. Cottingham chases it back into his own zone. Moves it up here in front to Garza. Garza across the center. Brings it in onside. And a centering pass just misses Grove. Ruth keeps it in. Good pinch there. I don't know what this thing's focusing on. It's like my eyes. Puck directed towards the net, but intercepted by the Aeros. Doesn't make it. Tigers still pressure, though. Turnaround shot and save. And Michaels trying to put on the brakes. Gets a little attention, but whistle settles everybody down. We'll get an offensive zone draw coming. 1:48 to go here in the first. Tigers holding a 4-0 lead. Oh my gosh, my camera's doing the same damn thing. Focus. Tigers win the face-off. Palmer shot low, glove save. And the goalie tracks it just outside of the net, holds on to it. A dangerous shot. Goalie finds it through traffic and corrals it. Face-off one, but it's going to get past Brandon. It's sent too far. He goes back to his own blue line, moves it to Palmer. Palmer back to Brandon in the Tiger zone. Brandon chips it to Trujillo. Nathaniel can't hold it. Aeros will skate it out. They'll flip it into the Tiger zone. Boyce sends it behind the net. Palmer wraps it around. Centering chance shot. Oh, and Barberry makes a save that just trickles wide. Aeros with some good pressure here. Palmer moves it to Trujillo. Trujillo. Boyce. Boyce takes it from the Aeros at center. Gets taken down. No call. And Brandon now is forced back into his own zone. Less than a minute to go here. We got 45 counting down. Palmer. Trujillo. Trujillo loses it along the boards. Palmer's got to cut back. Interrupts that centering pass. Aeros still pressuring here. Glove saved and held by Barberry. 31.7 left on the clock here in the first. We'll get Deloach, Plumhoff, Keithley, Orth, and O'Blennis. Faceoff comes to Orth. He sends it around the far side. Keithley will bounce it out. Plumhoff battles in center. Keithley now takes it into the Aeros zone. Less than 20 to go. Paddle save and clear to the wall. Deloach. Down low. Plumhoff, shot. It's going to wrap around and self-exit the zone the last few seconds here of the period. We go into the second. Tigers with a 4-0 lead.
I don't know how Texas won that game. He's taken.
Oh, damn. That's how I would interpret that.
Texas won in overtime. You believe that? Arch got hurt in overtime, and the other quarterback came in through a pass and a touchdown. Yeah. I didn't think it would be any way. Yeah, I wasn't happy. I stopped watching and I just thought, I'll check it out.
Yeah. Second period coming up. Tigers led that last period. Shots 21-4. And they battle in front of the bench. It's a player on the bench, and we get a whistle. Aeros win the draw. Send up the boards. Comes to Cottingham. Under pressure. And Ruth sends it up and out. Keithley pushes the Aeros. They'll make entry into the Tiger zone. Chance here. It's going to go wide. Penalty coming probably against the Tigers. Roughing. So the Aeros will get another power play chance. It'll be Ruth. Roughing, probably for getting the hands up. I mean, nobody said it's not. No, stop it. When I talked about that the other night. Yeah. Well, it takes one to know one, so. So on the kill here, we've got Garza, Michaels, Aeros pressuring in the Tiger zone. That is offsides. I got something else smart ass for her, too. It's not my team to worry about. Brandon gets the puck off the face-off, goes to Palmer. Palmer under pressure in the zone. Works it to Brandon, can't get it out along the boards. Finally, he's able to work it out. Michael's out here going to work with Garza. And the Aeros put it in front of their bench, and they'll put it deep. Brandon to retrieve here in the corner. Sends it behind the net. It's intercepted by the Aeros. Chance, side of the net. Aeros still have pressure. Side of the net again, and on the other side, and the Aeros hit the side of the net. Can't get it on goal. Michaels, Palmer team up. Palmer works it to Garza. Call that a tip. Nope, they'll wave it. Good chance there for the Tigers to kill us some time. Back into the zone. Reef, Oblenis moves it up to the blue line. Can't get it out. Aeros have numbers there. When it trickles. And the Tigers are able to work it out as Boyce moved it to the blue line. Aeros put it right back in, but not really set up much. Barbieri leaves it there. Brandon reverses it. So the blue line not out. Big hit. That's Crocker. Arizona hold it on the near boards. To the middle. And it's forced back to the wall. Boyce battles there. And Oblenis to the wall. Shot through traffic. Tipped and goes wide. Aeros player's missing a stick. Penalty is over. Tigers escape unscathed. Boyce into the zone with help. But it's behind Trujillo who put it in deep. Tigers with the pressure. Ooh, somebody's not liking what they're saying or they're seeing. I heard the BS word. Aeros coach giving his team some positive motivation on the bench. I would be guessing. The Aeros directed into the Tiger zone. Barbieri feeds it across to Oblenis. Oblenis sets up behind his net, moves it up to Boyce. Boyce skates through center into the Aeros zone. Wide angle centering chance with that changes directions on net as Trujillo is fishing. But the Aeros goalie's got the puck in the pads and gets the whistle. We'll get Plumoff, Deloach, Keithley, Ruth, and Cottingham on the offensive zone draw here. Keithley and Plumoff switch sides. Puck's dropped. Aeros control. They go up the boards. Ruth gets by him into the Tiger zone. Shot that misses wide or was deflected. Hard to tell. And then sent back on net. Comes around the far side, far to the near side. Aeros buzzing a bit for a moment, and then Keithley takes it away. Excuse me. Keithley, Plumoff, into the zone. Keithley has it just knocked off his stick. And then centered to Deloach, but he's on the wrong-handed stick there. That should be offsides, and the whistle proves that it is. Frickin' Carolina's already up 1-0. Which game's that at? Oh, nice. In the Tiger zone, Aeros trying to maintain pressure, but Oblenis moves it up. Thandel loses it just in front of his bench. Tigers. Grove throws it into the Aeros zone. Flipped up and Souvenir right here in front. Out of play. Make a play, blow off. There you go.
Is it quickness?
Yeah. Good feet, quick hands. Or is it quick feet, good hands? Quick feet, good hands. Crocker takes the draw. The Aeros will control it, though. They'll chip it past Orth. Oblenis, in front of the Aeros bench. It's tied up there. Orth chips it out of the zone. And the Aeros get onside, they'll chip it in. Oblenis reverses from the side of his net. Under pressure. Gets some help from Orth, throws up the boards to Trujillo. Trujillo can't get it out. Orth will. And the Aeros chase it back into their own zone under pressure. Puck almost intercepted by Boyce, but he knocks it down and gets control. Trying to work to the slot. He gets taken down. Puck underneath him, I think. Quickly jumps up, still battling. Trujillo, far side. Sends it behind the net, but there's nobody there. Puck sent up to Ruth at the blue line. Shot through traffic that goes just wide. Cottingham's going to take a chance. Shot tipped in front just wide also. That didn't look like a miss by much. Tigers with some pressure. Left by Crocker. Boyce drives the middle. Still has it. Loose in front. It goes wide. Sent behind. Boyce. And Ruth does a good job of keeping it in the zone. Finally, the Aeros able to get some pressure relieved. Cottingham. Looking at that's interference. Penalty coming up on the Aeros. Should be. I don't know what happened down there. I looked away. But it should be an interference penalty on the Aeros. Faceoff's going to come out of the zone, though, because the Tigers iced it, even though they were interfered with on the play. I mean, I think that rule should be discretionary. He got interfered with it, otherwise he would have played it. Then it wouldn't have been an icing. So Tigers get their first chance at a power play. Deloach, Plumoff, Keithley, Palmer, Brandon. The action's not in the right spot yet. Aeros sending it on net. Brandon behind the net to Palmer. Palmer gets it to Keithley. Onside to Deloach. Tigers look set up. They can't. And the Aeros bring it in the Tigers zone. Palmer pressures. Knocks the puck off the Aeros stick. Brandon backhands it. Works it to Deloach. He's able to get around. Tigers have numbers in the zone at the power play. Keithley skates plumb off. Shot. Nice save there by the Aeros goaltender. Tigers look to set up. Puck comes up to Palmer. Palmer. Shot. Ooh, it's in the 9-hole there as the goalie's got it pinched. 1:12 to go on the power play for the Tigers. And more offspring. Should be way louder. They play all the crap really loud, the good stuff really low. Deloach on the dot. It's going to be Keithley. Pulls it out of the pile. Still has it. Palmer backdoor. He's in the middle. Oh, and that puck doesn't get to him. And the Aeros clear it out. Brandon works it to Deloach. And the Aeros take it from him and send it in the Tiger zone. Brandon can't connect on that pass. Palmer. Somebody in black and orange recovers. It's Deloach. 37 seconds on the penalty. Deloach tries a centering pass and gets it right back to him from the Aeros. From below the goal line, can't center it. Keithley comes and pokes it to him. Deloach looking for a lane, moves it, plumb off shot. Oh, just hits the goalie. He didn't know it was coming. 12 seconds left, and the Aeros will clear it out. Brandon to his blue line. Plumhoff. One last chance. 2 seconds left. Shot. Scores. That just comes in right as the time expires on that penalty. 5-0 Tigers. We'll get Grove, Michaels, Crocker. Orth has the puck off the face-off. He sends it into the Aeros zone. O'Blennis out there with Orth. You don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't hurt yourself, Charles. Good feet, good hands. Hand pass called on the Tigers. That'll bring it out of the zone. Shots 25-11 in favor of the Tigers. The score is 5-0. 5:50 to go here in the second. Face off one to Orth. He puts it into the Aeros zone. Crocker goes after it. Aeros spin off of him. Ooh, and Orth blows a tire at the blue line. We got a sniper. Comes right to him, though. He gets a shot. Doesn't make it through the traffic. And the Aeros will chip it past. O'Blennis gets back. He'll get there first. The Aeros will hold it at the blue line, though. It's temporary as the Tigers team up to get it out of the zone. Grove right here in front, trying to drag it into the Aeros zone. Gets it in. Michaels into the corner. Looks to the front. Draw. Trying to get that to Grove. And just doesn't make it. And then a chance by Orth as he steps up in the play is deflected. And O'Blennis to chase it into his own zone with pressure. He gets there, but the Aeros have numbers. Shot, glove save, rebound in front. Another shot, still loose in front. Aeros banging away at it. And puck just sitting there, and it finally gets kicked into the corner. O'Blennis to Michaels. Michaels gets it out of the zone. Boyce, and a penalty coming. Roughing against the Aeros. Against the Aeros. Tigers power play coming up. 4:29 to go here in the second. Little flurry of saves down there for the boy.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God, that was fun.
And then it just sat there just like 20 feet out, just not moving. Off the face-off, Cottingham at the blue line. Trying to get the Tigers set up. Still has it. Towards the net. Thandel. Near far wall. Back up to Cottingham. Along the wall to Boyce. Tigers just have possession right now. They just can't get interior. They'll take it behind the net. Comes to Ruth. Ruth, shot, tipped. Hits something else in front. Kept in. Ruth to Cottingham, holds it at the blue line. And the Aeros will clear it. Cottingham now in his own zone. just out of reach at Thandal, and this will be an icing against the Tigers with 1:01 left on their power play. We'll get Grove, Michaels, Garza with Palmer and Brandon. Off the face-off, it comes to Brandon. He sends it around behind to Palmer. They'll keep the puck between each other. Brandon moves up to Garza. Tigers shorthanded. Grove tries to get to Garza. Comes to Brandon. Shot. Hits somebody in front. Loose and gets directed to the corner. Grove behind for Michaels. Michaels still has it. Brings it up high. Shot. Blocked into the corner by the Aeros. Now Garza. Michaels has it. Tries to center. Tigers trying to get this power play set up, and they can't get interior here yet either. Brandon can't hold the puck at the blue line as it comes with some speed, and Palmer's got to chase into his own zone. Palmer to Grove. Into the Tiger zone. Penalty is over. Aeros at full strength. I'm good, thank you, sir. I definitely don't want that one. But I'm going to watch you eat it, though, okay? Shot loose off to the side of the net. The Aeros goaltender's able to find it. Brandon into his own zone under pressure. Sends it around behind to Palmer. Palmer. And that's an icing as Deloach and Plumhoff weren't able to play that. Was that specially made? So off the icing, we've got Deloach, Keithley, Plumhoff, O'Blennis, and Orth. And Aeros holding it at the blue line, directed towards the net, goes to the far corner. Orth with a big hit. Plants his man on the boards. He might have taken that number because 10 was in the box earlier. Deloach into the zone. Tries to work to the net. Loose in front still. Oh, and another good save there. The goalie for the Aeros is working it down here. Deloach tries to work to Keithley. Comes to O'Blennis. O'Blennis. Shot blocked. Orth will hold it at the blue line. Put it in deep. Puck off to the side of the net and directed to the corner. Plumhoff sends it around behind. You didn't get the phallic cheese curds there, Charles?
No.
I hear they're specially made.
Yeah, just for Will. They gave him the Will special.
Deloach pockets the Aeros, brings it back in. Centering! Oh, and just out of reach. Plumhoff couldn't pull it to the empty net. Still buzzing here, though. 37 seconds on the clock here in a second. Keithley trying to work it to Orth, but intercepted, and the Aeros will send it the full length for an icing. 29-1 left to go. I almost feel like I should do a 19 degrees plug here. Jeez,
You're going to have to zoom in, though, if you want to picture it.
Hey, Will, hold that up there. We'll do a plug for a 19 degrees real quick. Tigers face-off shot from the point. Doesn't make it as it hits traffic. That's Cottingham with a shot. Ruth chases back into his own zone, and it's Cottingham pulls it out of the pile. Sends it around for Trujillo, far side. Trujillo, Boyce, 5 seconds left. Drives the middle. Just loses it as the Aeros defend him well. We go into the third. Tigers with a 5-0 lead. Start of the third. Took a little TV time out there so I could say non-G-rated things, and appreciate it, Greg.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tigers into the zone. The Aeros will take it. And they'll work through center. Chip it into the zone. That looked offsides, but who's watching? Ruth to Trujillo. Back to Ruth. Shot. Save. Oh, it's in! That is a goal. Tigers get the 6th of the game quickly, as Ruth is able to find a hole and trickle that past. 6-0 Tigers.
This music, this song has to be loud.
I can't tell what it is. Tool.
Tool.
Yeah, this is not loud enough for you?
Gotta be loud.
Way louder. I mean, the playlist is good. Turn it up.
Let's hear it. Be proud of it.
Hell yeah. I need to go over and tell my guy, hey, turn that up. Homer gets the puck, moves it to Deloach. Sorry, that's Crocker. Shot, that's wide off the side of the net by Garza. Aeros pressure. Palmer back. Garza gets back and just knocks it off the stick. Crocker teams up with him to take it away. Brandon from behind the net. Leaves it for Palmer. Up the boards. Aeros will hold temporarily. Nope. Crocker's going to take it from him. Into the zone. 3-on-1 with Michaels. And he just, good play by the Aeros defenseman there to take it from Crocker. And they'll send it in. Nobody racing to get that anytime soon. Garza up the boards, but to the Aeros. Palmer with those little body there. Brandon. And Michaels. It comes to Garza. He runs into a body and wins that collision. Brandon. Crocker tipped out of the zone. The Aeros have to regroup. They'll throw it back in on sides. Brandon one hands it to Palmer near boards. Palmer gets it up past Plumhoff. Plumhoff, I think, took a stick somewhere private. Aeros bring it back in. Shot, glove save and held. Barbieri gets the whistle. We're in run time. 6-0 the score. The boys had a special visitor before the game. Coach Jack's dad, Coach Pete DeBoer, came in and maybe gave him a pre-game speech. Plumhoff, shot, save, just wide. Force just wide. And then sent the full length of the ice. Plumhoff with a good scoring opportunity there. And the Aeros ice it, and we'll get an offensive zone draw. Off the face-off, Deloach puts it on net, trying to catch the goalie off guard. Aeros control it around behind the boards, or along the boards. Ooh, what's that goalie doing? Got a little glove on Keithley. He's going to get extra attention if he's not careful. Comes to Orth. He'll hold along the wall. Deloach. Aeros have it. They don't chip it past Orth quickly, and then finally they do. Keithley battling along the blue line. And the Aeros into the zone. Shot on goal, and Barbieri with the stick save. And then it's centered to O'Blennis. Finds Keithley. Moves it to Plumhoff. Into the Aeros zone. Onside. Plumhoff wide. Tries to drive the middle. Runs out of aerospace. Comes out of space. And then Orth just can't get it on net. And now O'Blennis. Up the boards to Keithley into his skates. And Orth turns it over. Aeros pressure. And Orth makes up for the bad pass with the body. Sins of the flesh, right? And into the zone, Deloach has it roll off the stick. Centers and hops just over Plumoff. Conning him off the bench. Aeros centered around. Held in. Good job there by Ruth. Deloach from the far wall, trying to drive the middle. Dragging some arrows with him. The puck too, but the goalie, didn't have it. I thought he had it for a second. And the refs hold off on the whistle, and it's sent back down to the Tiger zone. Ruth behind the net to be picked up by Cottingham. Up the boards, Trujillo chips it out. But the Aeros regain possession temporarily. Thandel alone. Thandel shot. No, it's off the post. That didn't make the right sound to me, but
I thought that was in.
no goal called, and we'll get a face-off in the offensive zone.
The ref was right there.
Did it hit the goalie or the post?
Post. Back bar.
It sounded back bar.
It looked like a goal. It looked like it 2 posts.
The Aeros will get it out off that face-off. They're pressuring here. They send it in deep. Ruth picks it up out of the pile. Ooh, through the middle. Dangerous play, but he's able to recover. Finds Trujillo through the middle. Too hot for Trujillo, though, and the Aeros send it back out. Ruth gives chase. Sets up behind his net. Long pass, can't get it to Boyce. Aeros into the zone. On his backhand. Has it knocked off the stick, but he's still battling for it behind the net. Sent around far side in, out of the zone. This will die from the chewed up ice. No icing. Aeros get it out. Palmer breaks it up at the blue line, and then the Aeros regain and send it in. Brandon behind the net. It's Ruth. Pass through the middle. Dangerous play. Turned over by Brandon. And Trujillo trying to get it through bodies, and Aeros pressure. Aeros into the zone. Jackson Barberry with the save. And puck comes into the corner. Standel now. Shot by the Tigers. That's Boyce, I believe, and the whistle as the goalie wraps that one up. See, this is slightly louder. Just a tick. Aeros bringing it in the zone. It was a gaggle of tigers, though. I don't know what they call a bunch of tigers. A herd, gaggle, whatever it is. There was more of them than there was Aeros. Aeros into the zone through the middle. Brandon forces that shot wide. Rebound off the boards. Picked up by Brandon. Garza fighting to get it out. Held in, though, by the Aeros. And Garza will regain and get it out. Connects. Boyce, centering pass just out of reach. Tigers buzzing here a little bit. Or is it the Tigers are purring here a little bit? I don't know. We'll make it up as we go along. Purring just seems to fit, but I don't know if everybody's going to like it. And the Aeros clear it out of the zone. Garza chases it down as it rolls in for an icing. Maybe that's what I should do. I should coin it. Tigers purring in the zone.
I don't think it's going on.
Oh, I'm going to keep using it. Offensive zone draw. Clock ticking down. 5:25 to go. Keithley, Deloach, Plumhoff. So it's Michaels and Plumhoff. Oblenis and Orth. Intercepted. Tigers. And Orth Brings it in just a tick offsides. Wasn't by much. Aeros will get the puck off the face-off. Chip it past Orth. He'll go into the corner. Got to pay with the body when you go down there with Orth. Michaels. Near boards. In, onside. And Michaels takes somebody down back behind the play. Penalty coming. Bet it's against the Tigers. Shot. Score. Aeros get on the board. That'll negate the power play they were going to get on a Michaels penalty. And I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Curry comment.
No, you shush. No. I'm sorry to use it. Aeros get on the board with less than 4 here in the third. It's a very nice shot. Crocker into the Aeros zone, onside. To the middle, backhand kick save. Nice toe save there by the Aeros goaltender. And the Aeros are going to get it out here in front. Cottingham chases into his own zone. Shot, kick save into the corner by Barbieri. Tigers get it out. Garza. And Crocker is offside as he pulls the puck from the wrong side of the blue line. Neutral zone draw. 3 minutes and counting. Palmer, Brandon, Trujillo, Thandel, and Boyce. Boyce loses it. Aeros into the zone. Comes to Palmer. Works it to Trujillo. Thandel into the Aeros zone with Boyce. Onside, cuts to the boards. Loses it there. Aeros get past Brandon. But Palmer and Brandon back. Team up to take the puck back. Palmer to Trujillo. Trujillo puts it to the middle. It's going to be knocked into the corner. Puck battle along the goal line. Drive by there by Trujillo. The Tigers will keep it in. And it comes out of the zone. Somebody without a stick. Trujillo brings it back in onside. Shot. Save and held. 1:56 counting on the clock. Deloach, Plumoff, Keithley out there with Orth and O'Blennis. Aeros chip it out to the neutral zone. O'Blennis gets it, moves it up. Keithley, touch pass to Deloach, is intercepted. Tigers are offside again. 1:15 counting down. Aeros off the draw. Into the Tiger zone. Far side. Broken up by Deloach. Taken by Plumoff. Plumoff overskates but regains. Works it over to Orth here in front. In, onside. Shot. Doesn't get it off the stick. O'Blennis comes across. Keeps it in at the blue line. Plumoff from the wall. Aeros pressure there with Keithley. Deloach trying to pull it out of the corner. Deloach has it. Feeds it across to O'Blennis. O'Blennis pressured, spins off his player. Puts it back in for Deloach. Deloach from the goal line. Looking for options. Turn, shoots, save. This will be icing. There's 6 seconds. Nope, waved it. Either way, one last hit there for Orth, as the ref should have just blown an icing. And that will be the game, 6-1 Tigers. And yep, same team, same place. Different time and no live stream, sorry. They allegedly need me at the fire station more than y'all need me tomorrow. So, hope you enjoyed this one. Hope your grass got plenty of water. I don't know. From Farmers Branch, we'll catch up with y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Yeah. Don't forget your pre-emergent.